Good evening, man. This is Aries, and I'm just notifying you that I'm altering my name essentially to my cosmic name. First, I had already my philosophical name. Now I have my cosmic name. I used to be called. I'm still called Jacob. I mean, I can't disrespect my own name, but that's not seriously the role at this point I intended to play in the cosmos, because that role is basically completed, just as it is with the Jacob in the Torah, in the Bible, whatever you call it, the Old Testament. He at one point engages, so he steals basically the birthright from his older brother Esau, and tricks his father into giving him the birthright for like I think it's like a bowl of lentils. Pretty sure it is actually, and he has all kinds of tricks, and he conspires with his mother to steal that birthright from his older brother, who's a moron basically, but very strong. And Jacob is more of like the intellectual type. So anyway, he struggles with that though, because he essentially has to go through a whole shitload of kind of trouble and passages, kind of humiliating stuff actually, to be fair. Hold on one second. I can't be like I can't be unclean in this shit. So what happens is, at one point he's gonna face down Esau. Esau is gonna confront him. What is this dust on my hat? Let me just turn it around. We can't have dust on the hat. Now we can't have advertisements either. I'm all distracted by dust because I'm like a little bit what do you call it? Compulsive neurotic, but not really. But in as far as when I see dust, I'm like, damn, that needs to go. And it now it's just hidden, I think, somewhere on my hat. But it, so yeah, speaking of a gadmeter, so it's essentially, where was I about Esau? He Jacob at one point has to confront Esau in a war, and the night before that happens, he's engaging in a struggle. He's engaged in a struggle with some kind of deity or entity or aspect of God, or even God himself. It's not clear how to translate this from the Hebrew language into English or Dutch or German or French, or it's not entirely clear what it means. But by a powerful being, he's struggling, and Jacob is holding him down, this powerful being, and he says, okay, I'm going to release you, powerful being, if you bless me with a new name. And then, excuse me, my stomach, I was eating some pretty unhealthy potato chips, stuffies, and that, has its effect. But anyway, he pins him down, and he says, I'm just going to release you only if you give me a new name. And then this being says, okay, from now on, henceforth, you shall be called Israel, which means something like the warrior of God. But anyway, Israel, we all know Israel. So, and then Jacob is, okay, fine, that's cool. So he lets him go, and then, but then the being still twists Jacob's hip or whatever, and so his nerve gets stuck. I actually had the same thing. I actually had my same ischias nerve stuck, because I was kicking against the steel of the bank very hard. I was doing taekwondo in 1999 or 2000. I think it was one of those years, and I was just yeah, I was kicking it so hard that I sort of twisted, whatever, like shifted my hip a little bit, so my ischias nerves this got stuck. So it was kind of curious anyway. There's a bunch of parallels, but I'm not gonna call myself, or this deity is not gonna call me Israel, right? I'm not Israel. I'm just not that. But I am Aries. Now, it's kind of a peculiar, maybe, well, but it's like, I'm not even going to explain. That's my name now. So, Aries is the ram, and the Jewish people have, of course, this connection with the ram's horn. So it's not entirely, completely the the shofar is called, but it's not entirely random. And as far as this whole biblical story, but I'm half Jewish. On my father's side, I am fully Jewish, but because Jews, you know, it's a matriarchal society, so it goes through the mother. So you can only so that you can be sure about the. But my mom is not Jewish. She is of Nordic Viking descent, and so I'm not gonna be. Apparently, I'm not called Israel, but I'm called Aries by Thor, my god. This is what I am now, and what the hell was I saying anyway? Was I even saying something about other than that? Anyway, that's the main point I'm making. So without further ado, let me just shut this video down. So this information has been imparted on you, to you, through YouTube, from me to you. Now I'm Aries, Aries, and that's just how it is, man. I can't change it anymore. It's been decided today, and it's no going back. There's no going back.